But topping the news on 5:30 on this day when Mayor Brown has unveiled his proposed budget for the upcoming year and the numbers are being revealed, we welcome the chair of the Common Council's Finance Committee, Mitch Nowakowski, to look deeper into this with us. So we welcome you. First of all, Mitch, your reaction to this budget today.
My initial reaction is I respect the mayor of Buffalo and his leadership, but I do not agree with the fiscal picture of the city of Buffalo right now.
When you start out a sentence by saying, I respect him, but it gets our attention there. Why not?
So I'm, with all fiscal prudence, sounding the alarm bell on our finances. So this budget right now relies on $14.9 million in our savings, in the Buffalo Savings Reserve Fund that I sponsored with Councilmembers Bowman, Wyatt, and Rivera. It also relies heavily on ARP dollars, the federal stimulus money, and interest accrued by that federal stimulus money that will shore up by the end of this year, thus leading us to next year where all those revenues dry up. We're going to need to make our obligations with uncertain revenues.
Okay, you're saying that this budget is cobbled together really with sources of funding that will probably not be there next year. So we have something to deal with this year. First of all, for people watching, anybody who is a homeowner in the city of Buffalo, and I think there's been some confusion about this, how much should they expect their taxes to go up under this budget?
So right now proposed, because there is the levy, but then there is what residents are charged, which is non-homestead. And so residents right now proposed would be paying $11.50 per 1,000. So right now it equates for about a $100,000 house. Somebody would be paying about $78 more.
And that's what percentage?
It's right now about 7.1%.
Okay, 7.1% for a homeowner here. 9% overall, the tax levy went up. And this just happened yesterday. All of a sudden, we're hearing that the Common Council voted to override the state tax cap. And it went up, 11%, 9%. All of a sudden that happened. Why did it happen that way?
So for over a course of 13 years, the mayor proposed a budget that some certain senior council members approved where there was no growth in taxes and thus keeping revenues low and our expenses growing and using other revenue to fill in the middle. And now those revenues are shoring up and now our revenues do not meet our expenses and we are going to face fiscal turbulence next year.
All right, you're saying essentially right now we're paying for the sins of the past, or we have to pay for the sins of the past. This has been a proposal. This is what the mayor is saying. And the mayor, he sat right there on this couch and he gave us a warning that taxes were probably going to have to go up this year in the budget. He was essentially pointing to snow clearing services, that costs more. If people want their roads cleared the way they were this last time, that taxes would have to go up. But there's much more to this budget. Will you now dive into it and look at where those increases are and try to pare some of them back?
Yes, so let's look at this. First is the city of Buffalo settled a catastrophic claim of $43 million earlier this year. We settled a police contract. We see increases in pension and in raises and in labor contracts. So we have to make up for those costs. But I do believe that if we are asking taxpayers for an increase, that the city of Buffalo has to show restraint because next year we're going to even be in an even tougher budget. So we need to soften the blow now. And oftentimes politicians like to play hot potato. We're all holding the hot potato and it's hot and we need to step up and be leaders and make tough decisions because, Jackie, it's not fun to raise taxes. It's oftentimes what politicians usually fear from, but we cannot have leaders fear from making responsible decisions.
All right, you are right about the hot potato and it's right in your lap right now. But people who are watching, I know they want to speak out about this process. Everybody has an idea of why things have gone up, how things could be brought down. How are they supposed to deal with this at home? How can people speak out to the Common Council?
So they can go to the Common Council's Facebook website where we have a whole tutorial and guide where it shows you step by step on how to interact with the Common Council as we deliberate this budget. And one thing I'd like folks to know is the Common Council has a power to amend the budget and submit amendments and work in conjunction with the mayor. So I want to heed to my fellow council members. We need to work with the mayor. This is not to cast blame on him and to kick the can. We both need to come together. to solve the problems that are before us.
Do you have a sense that anybody on the Common Council does not want to work together with you on this?
You know what, there are certain personalities, so I don't want to prejudge anybody based on yesterday's council meeting, but I'm going to give everyone a fair shot, and I think that we can all come together. But we really do need 5 council members, which is a simple majority, to come together to agree on amendments to pass a budget as amended.
And it may not be with this 7% increase for property tax or property owners in the city of Buffalo. One more time, Common Council Facebook page.
Yep. We have a whole tutorial on the budget process, what that looks like for hearings, and how to interact with these hearings.
Okay, that's where you should go and look and see how you can speak out about this. Mitch Nowakowski, thank you so much for being here. And I bet this isn't the last time we'll be talking about this budget.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Thank you, Mitch. In the meantime, let's head